Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation with your husband and suddenly he just stops talking? Not because he doesn't hear you, not because he doesn't care. He just shuts down. And the more you try to get him to talk, the quieter he becomes. If that's happening in your marriage, this video is for you. One of the most common complaints I hear from wives is, "My husband won't communicate." And after 34 years of marriage and 40 years with the same man, I understand why that feels frustrating. Because when we're trying to solve a problem, we want to talk about it. We want answers. We want understanding. We want connection. But many wives make a mistake here. They assume silence means he doesn't care. Sometimes silence means something very different. Not every silent husband is an uncaring husband. Many men process differently than women. When something is bothering us, we often want to talk it through immediately. Many men want time to think before they speak. That doesn't make one right and one wrong. It's simply different. One of the biggest mistakes a wife can make is assuming that because her husband isn't talking, he's not thinking. Many times he's thinking very carefully. He's trying not to say something he'll regret. He's trying to figure out the problem. He's trying to calm himself down. Now let's talk honestly. Sometimes husbands stop talking because every conversation feels like criticism. If every discussion turns into "you never," "you always," "why don't you," eventually some men stop engaging. Not because they don't care, because they don't feel safe. And before anyone misunderstands me, I'm not saying wives should never bring up problems. Problems need to be discussed. But there is a difference between discussing a problem and attacking a person. One invites conversation. The other creates defensiveness. One lesson I've learned over the years is this: your home should be a place of refuge for both parties. The world is hard enough. Life is hard enough. Work is hard enough. Family responsibilities are hard enough. Home should not feel like another battlefield. A husband should find peace at home. A wife should find peace at home. That doesn't mean we never disagree. Jake and I have disagreed plenty of times over the years, but disagreement does not have to become warfare. I often say this: a wife should strive to be the thermostat, not the thermometer. A thermometer only reacts to the temperature around it. A thermostat helps set the temperature. When emotions rise, somebody has to help bring wisdom into the room. Somebody has to slow things down. Somebody has to choose understanding over escalation. That doesn't mean accepting bad behavior. It means refusing to let every disagreement become a fight. So what do you do if your husband shuts down? First, stop assuming his silence means he doesn't care. Second, make sure your conversations are inviting discussion, not creating defensiveness. Third, give him room to process. Fourth, focus on understanding before convincing. And finally, create an atmosphere where both of you feel safe enough to talk honestly. Most communication problems aren't solved by talking more. They're solved by creating an environment where both people want to talk. After 34 years of marriage and 40 years with the same man, I've learned something important. Most husbands are not looking for perfection. Most wives aren't either. What we're really looking for is peace, understanding, respect, and a home that feels like refuge. And when both husband and wife work toward that goal, communication becomes much easier. I'm Donna, and this is Still Standing with Donna, where I share practical marriage wisdom to help wives recognize, understand, strengthen, and build lasting marriages. I'll see you in the next video.